Welcome back to the channel. Happy Equinox. So in honor of the equinox, today's video is going to be about balance. And we're going to talk about the balance between light and dark and how that plays out in different areas of your life. Number one is how this play between dark and light, this, balance plays out in your relationships. So, everybody's relationships with anyone is going to have ups and downs, but especially with your spouse, it's going to be, sometimes feel really great, sometimes feel really not so great. And we try to keep, it balanced enough that it's not, the ups and downs aren't too extreme, right? But we can still feel it, even when we're doing a good job. You can feel like periods of let's say hyper engagement and also feeling really fulfilled and connected, to periods of whether it might be because somebody's job is not going so well, or maybe they have to work a lot, and you feel less connected or just less engaged because somebody has a lot of stuff going on, So, and when that happens, you have to be able to cope, right? I mean, you don't want to be trying to force some kind of outcome that your partner can't give you in that moment, So, what I feel is the key for that is making sure that you're rolling with the punches and going with the flow. So, during the ups, to really enjoy that and to really, be present with it, but also to choose to use those down times for more productive things. So say if my husband is not really able to give me, the interaction that I need at the moment, if we're going through a time like that where he's busier, it's my time to get busy with something else. So I'll put more effort into my music and try to do things on my own that are helping me to express myself and just stay grounded. And then, we can sort of come back together when the, stars align or the tide comes in, however you want to think of it, but there's an ebb and a flow. I prefer the tide, and then you can think of it it's just natural, it's a back and forth sort of a thing. So just to make the best of both of the different vibes, because it's okay that during a time you need to maybe become more introspective and put more effort into your own endeavors, and to really embrace that and to be happy for it, even instead of really sad, oh, I'm not connected with them right now. I mean, it can be sad, but you can also just sort of utilize that time well, and then it makes the time go by faster, So the second way I wanted to talk about dark and light is just the way that it plays out in our emotional life and our interactions with others. So you'll notice sometimes you're feeling really pumped up and excited and positive and hopeful about things, and then other times you just really feel they're not, you don't, it's the opposite, obviously, dark and light, so we all know what that's like. But to really kind of hold yourself in those darker moments where you're feeling maybe defeated or just overwhelmed and just not connected to your purpose and not connected to what's going on because it's challenging situations or whatever, to just really show yourself some compassion in those moments and hold yourself like a parent would a child, and just even physically, but definitely emotionally. In your head, you want to be speaking to yourself really kindly. Don't be too hard on yourself. Give yourself little pep talks if you can, to get yourself through the harder times, because there's always going to be a better time. It's always going to be the ebb and the flow. It's always going to be that balance between dark and light, and this too shall pass. So that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about. Happy Equinox. Remember that you have a center inside of yourself that you can go to that is neutral, and nothing really has any meaning until we apply meaning to it, right? So, come back to that neutral place where you can be balanced, be in the center of the dark and the light, and see that there is a higher purpose to it all, that is your growth, So I hope you guys enjoy this equinox. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.